Hello, Hawks fan. This is ATL Kool-Aid Drinker coming at you. I know it's been a while, man. Hey, this is the season, man, where everything's starting to kick up. We got the Braves going on. We got the Atlanta Falcons getting ready to get ready for their season. Georgia and Georgia Tech getting ready for their season. And the Atlanta Hawks made the playoffs, baby. We actually literally is not in the play-in. Now, when you get this video, you know what I want you to do. I want you to give me a thumbs up. I want you to subscribe so you can start following me when I do my commentary, because this is all I'm doing is a YouTube commentary. I'm gonna give you my opinion and whether you like it or not about certain things as the seasons go on with the Hawks. A little bit of Georgia, a little bit of Georgia Tech, Braves, and also the Atlanta Falcons. But as of for right now, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of my commentary on the Atlanta Hawks going to the going into the playoffs in the sixth seed, playing the New York Knicks, and man, I'm just you know how I am about the situation. I y'all know how Kool-Aid love Trey Young, and I was really looking forward to seeing the Trey Young group of players to go into this season and go and getting in the playoffs with the Trey Young group. But that's not the case. Okay, so the team has been played well enough, and I'll say I'm not going to be too much of a Debbie Downer about the schedule and everything. But the thing is that we better win now. You have made your decision to move off of Trey Young, so therefore we better win. Uh, it's nothing this year with the moves that you made and everything. We need to at least upset the Knicks, and we need to get to the Eastern Conference Final to rev up the fan base again, get everybody excited again. I mean, I'm sure there's still some people that is very excited. And the NBA really think the team with Nas and Trey and CJ. I mean, I'm sorry about saying Trey again. It just keep coming out. But the team with Nas, Jalen Johnson and CJ, that's basically the foundation of this team. As for the players, and then everybody kick in, they with the throw in of Dyson Daniel playing defense and being that guy who is a utility player that does a little bit of everything. As for setting up plays and going for the playing defense and everything and making it hard for the other team. But what we're looking at right here, man, is that we better win. You made the move now, and so now we looking good, and we can't go in here and look bad against the Knicks. That's all I can tell you. Everybody looking at the Hawks taking them to Game 7. So I'm listening to a lot of people, not just people like me. I'm talking about big time people like Perk and some others that is got their own take on the ESPN and stuff like that. It has that the Hawks has a possibility of taking the Knicks at least to the 6 or 7 game, which that would be great, but not good enough for me. Because when the opportunity knocked for the Trey Young Atlanta Hawks to get in, and they got in on that what you call that fifth spot, and they played the 4-5, and we got in on that fifth spot, and we would dominate a little bit throughout the season during that time for for the Knicks. But the most beautiful thing was that the moves we made, getting rid of Coach Pierce, Nate McMillan became the coach, and before Nate could make any moves or put any of his players in place or mess Trey up, more than what he did when he took over as a coach. He had to take and ride the Trae Young ride of a free wheeling, doing what you want to do, Trae Young. And he had to try to reel him in by making him look at himself. You know, Trae, look, man, look at your players. They a little unhappy and all this kind of stuff. But the man was wheeling and dealing, and he took out some really good teams, man. And that really surprised a bunch of people. And I really still believe today, if he wouldn't have stepped on that referee foot and twisted his ankle, we would have made it to our first finals against the Suns. And possibly we had the Sun number that year, and we possibly would have won our first NBA championship, but that's not the case. But this year, here we are. This team right here with Ansi and Coach Quinn wanted to put together as a veteran team with CJ and Nar and a little bit more of a veteran bench. Hopefully these vets that come off bench players, and some CJ wasn't a come off a bench player, but he was a starter wherever he basically played in some places, you know. But you know, we got the players now that we see with Dyson Daniel and then other Gabe, you know, come in and play a little point guard. So we got Gabe and Kisper coming off the bench, and also we had also, now we got Bradley coming off the bench since Landale is hurt. So we really gonna have to really get going on this right here, man. We can't come out playing around, because now the deal is right here. I think the year 2021, the Hawks were still somewhat in that phase of surprise. The Knicks really thought they was gonna come in and really took it, and I think they somewhat was gonna take the Hawks a little light, thought it was gonna be easy. But now, man, I'm just gonna tell you a little story about me. Hey, the one time, man, I was running track and we was out there practicing with the girls, man. We were running the 4x4, and the star track girl, I was running with her, man. Now, I wasn't just a star track runner, but just knowing that I was about to run against her and seeing how she run, and I wasn't exactly, my closest thing of my situation was that I didn't want to get embarrassed. And when they gave me the baton, some adrenaline kicked in me, man, and I was gone. And I think she was embarrassed. Because I wasn't about to get beat by no girl, man. It wasn't going to happen, bro. Not that time it wasn't. So what I'm saying is that everybody looking for the Knicks to really make this run to the finals. They actually, it's like cats in the corner, you know, where everybody talking about the Hawks gonna go 7, and the possibility, even some people even picking the Hawks to beat them and stuff like that. And it wasn't the case in 21. Everybody had picked the Knicks to beat the Hawks. There wasn't no way the Hawks were gonna beat. Just like everybody picked Philadelphia to beat the Hawks. No way the Hawks were gonna beat Philly. But some people really looking at the Hawks, when they go in now, they not gonna go in taking the Hawks light. Whoever the Hawks play now in this playoff, they gonna come with the gloves on, ready to rock and roll, saying this team, we ain't taking these guys light. We ain't gonna start off slow. And I hope that the Atlanta Hawks is the team that have some bit of a juggernaut in them. That regardless of how the team or the players come out after them, man, they can maintain the runs. They can make sure they get what they need on defense. And these causes when you're talking about defense versus offense, sometimes certain players that has a very high offense level, it's very hard for a defensive player to stop them unless they just a really darn good defensive player. And on ball, I'm talking about especially on ball. So my thing is, I'm not gonna give no prediction or anything about what I think the Hawks gonna do about winning this series and anything like that. But I still stick to it. Y'all don't make the move. Y'all don't believe in superstar Trae Young anymore. So my thing is that we better win. Not this year, but the next year, and the next year, and the next year till they get to the Eastern Conference Final. Until they get to the finals. But this is going to be a really good, this playoff is going to be really, really good. Really, really good. I'm going to be watching a lot of playoff games, man. Because Golden State, I knew you can't count Curry them out, man. I saw it coming when they made the trade with Kristaps Porzingis, and I said that move right there was exactly what they needed to make somewhat of a big three with Curry, Porzingis, and Harford. Especially when I saw they had Harford. Too bad Moody got hurt, but that's the way things go sometimes. But it's going to make it interesting now with Golden State playing ball. We'll see what they do tonight, playing against the Suns. But that the more as time go by and Curry can kick that ball to Harford or kick that ball to and play pick and pop with Harford or play pick and pop with Kristaps Porzingis. And this is the kicker right here. Now Draymond Green don't have to play that center spot and just take Draymond Green and put him on the base player. That's what I would do if I play OKC. I take Draymond Green and I put him on Shea and say, go get him, boy. But that's one of my teams that I feel surprisingly that they might be on pull on us. They ain't gonna look the same as they looked in regular season. So when you go play them, they ain't the same team. Second, the next team is Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George is back. Oubre is back. And the other guys and the young draft pick has been sharpened now. He look even better going into the playoffs. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the 76ers going against the Celtics, which is going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And everybody, I don't know about Charlotte, man. I still don't think Charlotte has the ability to beat Detroit. So, but as for my two sleepers, man, Philadelphia 76ers in the East and the Golden State Warriors in the West. Those are my two sleepers. But I want to say, as for Atlanta Hawks fan, I want to say Atlanta, ATL, I'm a Kool-Aid drinker. I'm not putting too much in the Kool-Aid, but we always got a chance. We here now. Let's take advantage of it. And let's go surprise some people. And like I said, we better win. And if you get this video, the commentary video, I want you to give me a thumbs up if you agree, or a thumbs down if you don't agree. It don't matter. Just subscribe, and so you can get more of my videos when I do some more. Subscribe and become a follower of the ATL Kool-Aid Drinker, cause we gonna be doing some Falcons watch along and some Atlanta Hawks. We're gonna be looking at some. We're gonna be talking about the Braves. We're gonna be talking about the Hawks and some of the draft picks and everything. Maybe I'll be down there and go to the draft party. I don't know. Have some little things come up, and we'll see how that's gonna work. But yeah, guys, look. I hope we can probably with We Talk Hawks, and I want y'all to go and just check us out on We Talk Hawks TV, as well as go check Dixon Way out as well. Then with the Atlanta Falcons, man, we can you go check out the eye test, and you can go check out what is it, Bird LLC. Yeah. So you go check those guys out. They be talking about the Hawks. They be talking about the Atlanta Falcons and stuff a lot about what's going on over there. Sometimes I be checking in with those guys. But guys, tomorrow, the Atlanta Hawks is going to play the Knicks first game. Hey man, butterflies. Pulling for them. Want to win. We better win. Moves been made for us to win. And all I want to say, go Atlanta Hawks. We better win. Caw, 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 caw.